Glasses.
I already got new glasses.
Okay, so it's going to say, it says going live, and then when it says you're
wait
live.
for the button to turn. Ah, there, we're live.
Hi, I'm Nick.
I'm Jill.
I'm Gab.
And we're HipStrings. Hey, you did it this time.
Yeah.
So you may notice something a little bit odd today. We have Gabriella, our daughter, with us, joining us. She was actually really excited about the fact that we're doing YouTube-y stuff, and she's like, I want to do it. And we're like, okay, well, you got to practice your spinning. And she went, and we set up the wheel, and she went to it like that. So we're like, well, I guess you didn't need to practice.
Gab's been spinning since you were, what, 5, 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
On and off.
On and off.
Yeah.
But for you, it's like riding a bike, apparently.
Yeah.
A very, very fast bike.
Yes.
All right. So, aside from the...
I need quality, I need speed.
All right. So, there is a thing that your mother and I usually are racing against each other, but we want to get quality and speed. Oh. So we'll see who finishes first this time. With how fast she treadles, I'm a little bit worried she's going to beat us all. But yeah, so this is our Base12 Spinalong. By the way, we already have some people commenting. Red says hi. Hi, Gab. As well as Dave. Did I just call Gab something odd? Yes, I did. I don't think anybody would argue with that, right?
Yes.
You're already concentrating on the fiber, doing your pre-splitting. You know what fiber you're spinning. All right, so
I don't.
She's spinning primary blue.
I have.
Okay.
Which was from 2 days ago.
Okay. So again, this is the Base12 Spinalong. We are on day 8, and yeah, there you go. There's the other 8. So Jill is going to be opening up what she's doing because she's doing them in order, and I'm going to
third bet. This is Into the Void.
All right, and I'm doing random, so I don't really have place to roll. I'm just going to hope that I don't need to re-roll and like just chuck it over there.
3.
I think I already did that.
Do you have 3?
I don't know. I gotta look. I think I did that yesterday. Yeah, I may have done that yesterday.
You did 3.
I know.
Grab it.
It's so far away.
And we all have
Do you have another die?
arms.
I did. I didn't know where it went. We're just all like trapped here now behind
Somebody
our
have a phone.
wheels.
I have
Random.org.
phone.
Yeah. Do you wanna pick a random number?
Yeah.
So I'll
Go to random.org.
I'll read while you're doing that. I'll read all the other comments that are coming in so far. So Elizabeth says hi to Gab. Opossum with Anxiety says hi. Galaxy Gotcha says hi, and Liz says hi as well. Galaxy Gotcha or Galax Gotcha 42 says, I'm pretty sure most of us here are from Gab telling us to come. Ha! So Gab has her own audience. Great.
Yes.
That is awesome. Thanks for joining us. Well, you get to see this awesome spinning
numbers?
thing. Between 12. 1 and 12.
Okay, 12.
So what number? 7. I already did that one. Do it again.
6.
Nope. Try again.
7.
This is terrible.
10.
A 10. I've got that, I think. Yes. So
Okay.
that would be, because we're doing
That would be A.
Base 12, and since we've got new viewers today, I'm going to re-educate the concept of Base 12. So when you're counting in Base 12, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, A, B, 10. That's because you are giving new characters for what we consider in Base 10, 11, and 12. Or, sorry, 10 and 11. So, because I normally don't tell people what I'm spinning if it's from the future, but I am spinning day 10, which is day A. All right, so...
Start spinning.
Yeah, you can go ahead and start spinning. Mommy already has a head start on us.
Well, I've got to make up
My
for last
spinning,
night.
my spinning wheel is running away.
Oh, can you help? I will stop. Can you help her get rethreaded?
Oh,
I can do it.
okay, well, we can see.
I
Really?
can do
Are
it.
you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's let her try.
Okay.
It's all about parenting, right? Letting them fail for themselves.
Yeah.
By the way, Dave and Mare also say hi. So, so these are friends of yours from school that are joining us?
Yeah.
Awesome. So they get to see the wonder of spinning.
Yeah.
And now for the next half
And
hour,
how odd your parents are.
how odd our parents. For the next half hour, you're going to watch us just do this. Yeah, no, we're usually a little bit more entertaining than that, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, I had all sorts of things to talk about today, and I completely forgot all of them now. I do know. We can talk about the wonderful cookies.
So we're all the same height as Gab.
No, we're just going to relax a little bit, so Gab doesn't have to complain about the workout of sitting up straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got to do
Sitting up
that.
straight is just too
We
much.
could totally do the teenage slouch, right? Let's see how far
gosh.
can I go down. There we go.
None of you know how to properly sit on couches.
I can't do this anymore. So
I
yeah, we.
can be sitting weird, but sadly I have to use both my legs for spinning.
Yeah. Well, there are spinning wheels that only have one treadle.
Otherwise, I would have
You
one
could-
leg up.
You can work that wheel with one. Gab is spinning on a Shack Ladybug, which is now her wheel, which was my actual first spinning wheel.
Yeah, and it was mine for like 30 seconds in between there. So.
Yeah.
Claimed it. It's mine now.
Yeah. Let's see. Gab sounds weird because she's being picked up by both of the microphones. Yeah, we tried to do something different with that. Maybe we can reduce the sensitivity on my microphone or something. Hopefully you can let us all know if anybody else has
I
an
just won't
echo.
talk.
No, you gotta talk. It's the whole point of you being here.
I don't wanna.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. So, let's see. Galax Gotcha 42 is unsure of what's happening. Yeah, we're spinning fibers, right? So we're taking these fluffy things, and we're using these spinning wheels in order to turn it into yarn. And then we can use that yarn in order to make whatever you
Okay.
want. Sweaters,
Thank you.
scarves, hats,
Excuse me. Stop running away.
theoretically
Bunny
socks.
sweaters.
Bunny sweaters.
Yes.
Theoretically
must
socks.
Make a bunny sweater.
But Jill is very angry at me suggesting that anybody make sock with the fiber that we're spinning for this.
Yeah.
Okay, everybody can understand you, but it just sounds weird. So, yeah.
I'll lean in closer to the
So
microphone.
it's not that
There you
different
go.
than normal.
So anyway, cookies.
Yes.
Cookies.
We made
Oh,
cookies
amazing
today.
cookies.
Um,
They are brown butter bourbon snickerdoodles
yeah.
that
So,
the internet told me to make.
how did the internet contact you in order to tell you to make these things?
I
Did
believe
they
it was
descend
Pinterest.
from the clouds?
No, I don't even know. It might have
Technically
been
it is.
Google told me that I might
Ah.
be interested in this.
Google decided that you should make these cookies?
It was Google or Pinterest.
Google has come down from the heavens and just slapped the recipe in your face.
Exactly.
forced
That's
you to
about
make
how
cookies.
it goes.
Well, that's how the Google daily notification is, right? Like, let's see. How do you know how to make how much to make the thickness?
Oh, I think
That's an
I'm
excellent
going
question.
fast. Wait,
What?
Is it
how do I make it take in faster?
How do you
it's
make
the spring?
Yeah, so you're gonna want
Okay,
to
do I
tighten this
tighten
up
it or
some.
loosen?
Yeah,
Tighten it.
Tighten that
Okay.
up some. So try that up. Yeah, so it's
I
actually
made
a
it
lot
worse.
about practicing it. Well, so then turn it the other
It's
way.
a muscle.
It's
memory.
a muscle memory. It's about and you can actually do different things to spin different thicknesses, right? So you can. All right, I'm gonna give you your lead here. So you'll notice Jill is actually spinning. I don't know if you can tell
So
on,
I can
on the
spin
video.
long draw.
But she's also spinning a lot thinner than I am. That has to do just with what I'm comfortable with spinning. Sometimes it has to do with the type of fiber. Sometimes it has to do with the way that you're spinning, right? So you can see that she's got her arm way out there. It has to do also with how much yarn or how much fiber you pull out of this big mass. So if I pull out just a little bit and make a little hair there, you can see it's very thin there, but very thick over here. Or again, I don't know how good the video quality is if you gotta
Yeah.
really zoom in on it. But if we ever get out of lockdown type situations and are able to do fiber festivals again, then we're more than happy to demonstrate these sorts of things. Also, we've been talking about doing videos for a while, right?
Yes, for a while. Years.
Something to close up for years, yes. Maybe 2021 is the year. Maybe end of 2020 is the year. I don't know. I am on vacation again.
I'm not sure we'll make it that far.
Why is that?
Well, it's probably gonna end before then.
Okay. Do you have any signs that are telling you why the world's gonna end? I mean, besides for the whole coronavirus thing.
Well, talking with Sam about new coronavirus mutant in London.
Oh yes, tell us about that.
We were talking about how England doesn't fare very well with pandemics, especially we know how they handled zombies.
Wait, we know how they handle zombies from
28
what?
days and.
Oh, that took place in England?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. They nuked the entire island.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. So Red wants us to share the recipe. Absolutely. We should just put the recipe in the.
We'll put a link to the recipe
in
the comments for this.
Absolutely everywhere except for the camera.
That's okay. I end up looking at you or your mom or
I'm
my
mostly
spinning.
looking at the fiber.
Yeah.
Because I have to beat your dad tonight.
In terms of speed, right?
In terms of speed.
Yeah, we have
not actual beating.
We have to be clear about some of these things. The beatings shall continue until morale improves. Let's see. So, if you make it thicker on one part, will it mess up the whole yarn piece? Actually, no, because what we're doing. Oh, you want to talk?
All of my spinning.
No. So there's a couple of different ways to address spinning. First off, there's the fact that we are spinning what is called singles. And if I stop spinning this single and then I let it go a little bit, you can see it's curling up on itself. That's because it has a lot of twist in one direction and it wants to go in the other direction. So if I tried to knit with this, it would actually be really messy. So what you do is you ply it with either 1, 2, 3, or 4,
Bazillion.
sometimes 5 or 6 plies, and that comes together to make the final yarn. So if you get a little bit thicker in one area and a little bit thinner in another, it kind of evens out. You've got to really be aggressively different in order to make a big difference. And then, if that's the case, you can just say it's art yarn, and then that's fine. There's a home for every type of yarn. Let's see, what else we got? They handled zombies better in Shaun of the Dead. That they did. So Dave is noting that the UK is pretty good at handling zombies.
No, but then there was the one we just watched.
Where does that take place?
That was in the UK
running
too.
Away.
Yeah. I don't know. You gotta push down more than away.
Out.
Yeah.
My legs are too short for this.
Sit further up on the couch. Yeah.
I can't.
So what was that? What was the name of the movie that we watched? What was that called? It was
I don't know. It was Christmas musical Zombies.
I can't remember it for the life of me. It was really fun. We were talking about movies the other day to watch, especially musicals, especially morbid musicals about death and killing and eating people. This is another good one about death and killing and eating people. It's on the tip of my tongue. I'll remember it before the end of the podcast.
Is it on Hulu?
It was on Hulu.
I'm forgetting to watch Hamilton.
Yeah. Mommy will watch Hamilton with you.
I'll watch Hamilton with you all the time.
On Pinterest about it.
I've watched it about 50 times this year, Gab.
Hamilton is another great musical.
I have an obsession.
It's comforting.
My legs hurt.
So yeah, zombie musicals, really
there
fun.
Can't be that many.
Yeah. God, that's gonna bother me until I find it.
They're screaming.
So yeah. Let's see. So Jen Sand says she bought her first yarn advent calendar this year. Next year, I think I want a fiber one. When would be a good time to begin looking for one for 2021 on your site? You think we plan that far ahead? Come on.
I usually try to have it ready for pre-orders by the end of September.
Yeah.
And then it's generally I will try to produce as many as I can. And I usually shut up. We'll close it off
Oh, there.
by
I thought I finished one.
early November. So usually during the month of October is a safe time to order from me.
Now, I know we've talked about in the past...
And if you sign up for my email newsletter on hipstrings.com, I definitely always send out a newsletter when the pre-order starts.
when Critters are ready. Yeah.
It's not a whole rush. It's not like if you aren't there the first night, you're going to miss out on it.
Yeah. Well, I've also know that you talked before about trying to make these sorts of things available throughout the year because, maybe you want a countdown for something other than Christmas.
Yeah.
Countdown for a birthday, countdown
There are
for
a lot
New
of work.
Year's.
So.
Let's see.
I need to talk. That's what I should do.
Maybe you should see what some of your friends are commenting because they want to make comments related to what's going on and they're
Seems
struggling.
Failing.
It's okay. Well, see, that's the other weird thing. I was talking with Jill about this the other day. It's a spinning podcast, at least especially for these 12 days. But we talk about just about everything. Yeah, if you've got any other weird questions, by all means.
Yes.
We
What do you wanna
also
talk
take
about?
normal
I don't know.
questions
No,
and not weird.
no normal
What
questions.
What are normal questions?
What is normal?
Yes. What is normal? There's a llama hanging from a rope on its head. That
What?
is definitely normal.
There's a little stuffed animal on the side. It's just
Oh.
it's a llama keychain thing or backpack hanger.
I finished one.
So Near is saying, I like your home. It's organized chaos to me. That's my home turf. Behind us is, yes, organized chaos. Probably
This
the
is
best
probably
organized of the
most
house.
organized place in the house.
It used to be better, but
It's movie magic.
we rearranged during
It's
during
fine
pandemic, and all my craft books came down here.
now. Yeah. I may have forced them to take out all their craft books out of the cabinets and move them into my
Yes,
room.
Scab now has my bookcases.
Yeah, so that's why there's so many books.
Well, you needed
But I'm planning
Protect the
on.
cabinets.
you needed the cabinets for all of your collections. So what are the book series that you like to read?
I like.
Did you finish all of your fiber?
No, I
No,
finished
she
one.
has three
Okay.
little.
I was gonna say, I knew you were gonna beat us, but I didn't think it was gonna be that bad.
Yeah, I
I
don't know
like-
how big the portions are that she has.
Okay, there. They can see the llama now.
It is one way for them to see the llama. Yes. Okay, so what are the books that you've been reading?
I've been reading. I'm starting to reread Percy Jackson. I like Harry Potter, and I've been reading Warriors.
And I think did we talk about Warriors on this in previous days?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of religious
think it's-
cats that live in the wild.
Nice. That's the part I always miss to describe when I describe it. I just say it's
The
a book about
extensive
cats.
mythology.
The fact that they're religious is an important addition,
Yes.
I think. They're not Christian cats, right? They have their own.
Their own
religion
kind
with
of
rules and
pagan thing.
yeah. Now, in the series I'm currently reading, there's a dark forest, which is where bad cats go, and I'm pretty sure one of the cats talked to a living cat and is saying that the cats that have broken their code of rules and stuff, should be punished.
So
Is
it's
that
hell.
why we have a black cat living in our shed now?
Yeah. I have adopted the black cat as well.
And by adopted, you mean pawing at the window whenever you see the black cat there.
Yes. Black
Not
cat's
actually
mine.
doing anything related to it, but just, claiming it as your own.
Yeah, I've claimed it. I haven't seen the rabbit in our backyard in a while.
Well, yes, if you adopt an outdoor feral cat, Gab, there
Yeah.
are likely to be less rabbits and less chipmunks. And less squirrels.
I think the two might be correlated. What do you think?
There were deer tracks in the backyard.
Yeah,
Today.
they went through our sledding track.
Yeah, they did. The sledding track is pretty epic this year.
That's right. And you
After-
went
You guys
sledding today,
up
too.
like an extra like, 20 feet.
Yep.
After we finished sledding, I took off my coat, and you said I had to put my coat on, and I don't understand why I'm not allowed to wear a t-shirt in 38-degree weather.
Well, 39 would be just fine.
Yeah.
38 is the cutoff.
38 is right out. So, I see Liz had asked her question, and she's asking a couple more times. I thought I had answered it, but I will reiterate that no, it doesn't matter if you have thicker in one area or thinner in another area, because you'll actually take this yarn and ply it amongst itself, and that will sort of even things out, right? So if I've got a thick piece that's evened out with a thin piece, then
Yeah, you don't want a huge amount of variation, but
Yeah.
you can have some.
But even if you have a huge amount of variation, you get basically what is in the end of art yarn.
Don't call it art yarn.
It's just gab yarn.
It's art yarn if it's on purpose, right?
If it's
Gab
on
yarn.
purpose, if you have the control,
If
Yeah.
it's on
then it can be art
if
yarn.
it's on purpose, it's art
When I'm
yarn.
done
If
spinning,
it's
I'll
not on
show off one
purpose,
of my
it's
art
gab
yarns.
yarn.
So, because we can't see them, they're on the shelves above our heads.
So it looks like Elizabeth is putting some education about the most common plant fiber is cotton, which is typically spun into fine yarn for mechanical weaving or knitting into cloth. Cotton and polyester are most commonly spun fibers in the world. What's interesting is that when you talk about hand spinning, it's not very common to do cotton. At least I don't know if I can say this for certain, but at least in terms of the people that I've spoken to at fiber festivals and things, wool is a lot more common, and a lot of that has to do with the fact of what's called staple length. So staple length is the length of each individual fiber, and cotton has an extremely short staple length, which in order to spin it, you have to spin it really, really quickly. Otherwise, it's not going to stick together.
A lot of twist.
To have a hand spinning wheel that, it's weird that it's hand spinning when you're using your feet. But anyways, to have a manual spinning wheel that spins that fast is a little bit expensive. So it tends to be uncommon to do it by hand, with the exception of something called a sharka. And a sharka is actually a very, very small device that's usually operated by your hand that is designed specifically to spin cotton. But those are more common in India.
Yeah, they're originally from India and throughout the Middle East and Africa.
I can't see anything.
And then
where cotton grows.
the other thing that the other way you can spin is with something else that we make. So with this HipStrings business, we not only dye yarn and fiber and also do specialty fiber blends, but we also make special tools. One of those tools is called a spindle, which is like a tall, like a top, like a spinning top with a long shaft, and you can use that to spin.
Yeah.
Spin all sorts of fibers. The really, really small ones that spin fast can be used to spin cotton.
When I inevitably finish before both of you, I'm going to find some yarn and just start finger knitting.
There you go. That's a good idea. But you also are good
You'll
with
have to bring your Turkish spindle to school someday, Gab. Show your
Yeah.
friends.
yeah, because that's another type of
Yeah. I took
type
it
of
out to
hand spinning.
recess once, and they said it was too sharp.
The
Which is-
Turkish,
which is
Yeah.
bizarre because it has a tip that's about as pointy as
and
my
it's
finger.
plastic.
Yeah.
Was that elementary school or middle?
Yeah, that was elementary school. I don't have recess in it.
Yeah. Could you bring it out during tutorial?
I don't know.
You spin during Zooms.
Or lunch.
Yeah.
I was driving once and then noticed that Gab was spinning in the back seat with her Turkish spindle, which, when you've got I don't drive aggressively with a lot of starting and stopping, but like still, there's going to have to be starting and stopping. And when you're able to handle that with spinning, that was impressive.
I don't need practice. I do it
So-
once and I get it.
That's
Actually,
not
no.
how you
I do it
started.
a couple times and then I get it.
Yeah, you
And then
you
I
had a
go back.
lot of trouble starting out.
I'm tired. Mm.
You're not going to beat us like that.
I can't reach the
So
spinning wheel.
Elizabeth did ask, is there a foot pedal to control it like in pottery? And yes, there is. We are actually all spinning barefoot right now.
We don't need shoes.
but,
I have feet warmers, basically. I have nice soft cushions on my spinning wheel.
Yeah. But yeah, there's different types of wheels. Some of them have a single pedal. Some of them have two pedals. All the ones that we're using have two pedals. And that's how you can control the speed. So it gives you a lot of start-stop control and speed. And when you're comfortable, you can go faster.
Spinning with the one pedal spinning wheel once.
Yeah,
It was very odd.
it is.
Like, what do I do with my other foot?
I mean, it's not a
You
huge
alternate.
workout, but it is a kind of a workout. And I feel like you'd end up with one really big foot and see. No, you didn't beat mommy because she just finished.
Wait, she did?
Yeah.
How
See,
big are her things?
same as ours.
I've done.
Gab
I've
has 3.
Yeah,
of them.
mommy has 3. I've done like 1.5 already.
Yeah, but did you split her half ounce into 3 or?
No, I think she has half ounces.
I have 3.
She has 3 half ounces.
Yeah.
Oh, so she really smoked you with her first
Yeah,
ounce,
because
half
she's
ounce.
spinning like 3 times as thick as I am. And she's got rocket feet.
She's got rocket feet. Elizabeth, there's the question of you don't need electricity. Actually, so yeah, in this case, we don't need electricity. However, there are some spinners that use.
She's in the Middle Ages.
Yes, absolutely.
Actually, no.
No, not in the Middle Ages.
Modern spinning bobbin or flyer lead wheels don't appear until I think the 1600s.
Okay.
We didn't have electricity then either.
No.
But then there's the. I was having 2 different thoughts, and they caused my brain to malfunction.
Yes.
You can use electric spinning wheels. They're called e-spinners, and they tend to
Nope, that's
sit
not
on
the way I'm
the
supposed to go there.
on a table. And then the other thing I was thinking about is the whole Sleeping Beauty. Was it?
Yeah.
Great wheels.
Yeah. So that was a different type of wheel. Not these tiny little
They
ones.
don't have treadles, so you don't use your feet.
Go ahead and describe them.
But they have a giant wheel, and you spin that with one hand, and then you draft onto a spindle, and you spin off the tip of a spindle.
I've just given up on
And that tip of the
spinning
spindle
Well,
is
it's
what
sharp.
it can be very sharp, and that's what Sleeping Beauty actually stuck her finger on and
Yeah.
was poisoned with or something.
I think I've seen Sleeping
Got
Beauty
tetanus.
once.
You know, it was actually a story first before it was a
Actually, no.
movie.
I think I watched it twice.
That may have been more times than I've seen the Disney version. But yeah, what Jill is saying is that it was originally a Hans Christian Andersen story, like the Snow Queen. And was it Hans Christian Andersen or was it something else?
Or is it Brothers Grimm?
I don't know. Great, we've got all sorts of fake news on our podcast here.
Full of it.
And you can just talk about Greek stuff.
That's something you can
Yeah, I can
speak
Well,
talk
with
about
authority.
Greek stuff.
Athena's the spinner in Greek mythology.
Yeah, Athena
And
is
she
the
spins
goddess
with a
of
spindle.
weaving
Yes.
and craft.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she's your favorite goddess.
Yes. Also, wisdom and battle strategy.
So that's the whole reason why she doesn't like spiders. Their competition.
Well, yeah.
Because aren't the spiders weavers as well?
Yeah, there was the reason.
Arachne.
Yeah,
Right.
Arachne said that she was better at weaving than Athena, and Athena got mad at that and turned her into a spider, and that's where arachnid comes from.
And Athena's
And that's-
afraid of spiders because basically that pissed off Arachne, and
Yeah.
so Arachne has all spiders torture followers of Athena since then.
Yeah.
You should have known this from me.
I do. I'm letting
Okay.
you guys explain.
Okay. There you go. Thank you. Thank you for giving Gab a... Okay, yeah, now I get the patronizing pat.
Okay,
I know
I
it's that part
finished
of it.
2 of them.
Oh my god!
You might want to change hooks.
Oh yeah, I keep on forgetting to do that.
Nah.
I'm sorry I didn't give you the woolly wonder.
Yeah.
Somehow I'm missing a shacked flyer. Because today would be the day that both you and your father want to spin on your shacks.
Well, no,
I
it's
didn't
okay.
choose this. You just gave it to me.
Well, you only have one wheel you can spin on.
Yes.
Yeah. No, the other one but I ended up just starting a pair of socks. So we just started. We should probably explain what the heck we're talking about. So we after dinner today, I was like, I'm going to watch a Christmas special because I wanted to do something, but Christmassy to get me in the mood, and I didn't want to just watch a Christmas special by itself. I wanted to do something crafty, and I was like, okay, well, I've got all of this alpaca fleece that I'm going to spin, and if I continue spinning it at the rate that I've been doing so, I should be done sometime after Gab has her law degree completed. So I should probably get on doing it a little bit faster. But as Jill noted, then we're missing one of our flyers for our shacked wheels, and the other wheel that I have that is not set up for what we're doing on a nightly basis is a
You didn't
sidekick.
make a good enough join. I
Oh
could have seen
no!
that.
No, I joined it. It just broke elsewhere.
It wasn't a good join.
No, it didn't break where it joined.
Broke somewhere else.
Yeah, it broke earlier on.
That's okay.
I can't find
That's the awesome thing about spinning is that if it breaks, you just sort of lay it together and keep going. All right, I've been completely ignoring what everybody's been saying, so let's see. So Destiny is freaking out because she's learning things outside of school. And Elizabeth is also really interested in what's going on. There's been some freaking out about Greece and Athena, the goddess of wisdom.
It's disappeared.
Oh, and thank
I'll
you,
never find
Elizabeth,
it again.
for correcting me. Anne Rice and Charles Perrault wrote Sleeping Beauty. Destiny is laughing because she tells her parents about Greek mythology, and they just forget everything you say. Well, you need to get them to read Percy Jackson because that is where I learned everything that I know about Greek mythology.
We've gotten to the interesting part finally.
I've finally got to so I'm on
You've gotten to
Where are you? Are you finally
House
in
of
Tartarus?
Hades. Oh, they're in Tartarus at the right at the beginning.
Hades is entirely Tartarus.
I'm wondering where you are in the book.
Yeah, well, it's like right at the beginning is when they're in
Okay.
Tartarus, so that doesn't help you very much. No, I told you, it's when Frank starts getting really angsty about himself. And he's annoying because he's an actual human being character now and not like a superhero like they've all been since then.
Where did you go? I lost it. I'll never find it again.
Let's see, and Elizabeth...
You'll find it, or I'll find it.
Yeah, it's because you never changed
If I
hooks.
didn't have to like stretch over your father, I'd find it for
Well,
you.
you know what? You can find it for her for the next time because
Yeah.
I need to make that sentence a little bit longer because it's taking me some time to actually finish it, but I think I'm actually done. There we go. All right.
I was just going to take it off and hand it to you.
Oh, that is a smart way, but, well, that's it.
I'll find your end, Gab.
We've
Don't worry
spun
about it.
our half ounce Gab apparently
Spun a little bit more.
a bit more. So this shows that the young and spry can out.
I spun 2 half ounces, so
Yeah.
I spun an ounce in the time
Yeah.
that you spun half an ounce.
Yeah, but you're spinning
Okay.
like low twist, fat singles. But still, good job, Gab.
Yeah, don't diminish her success there. When I beat you yesterday, I was spinning low twist fat singles too. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Come on
Thanks for
Tuesday.
the new audience as
I'm
well.
just going to come again.
Yeah, we'll have to see when we can
When
have
it's
you
not a
join
school
again.
night.
When it's not a school night for sure.
So
But-
Tuesday.
Yes.
Yeah, that could be. All right.
Tuesday's my last day of school.
So The other thing that we always do is I end with a dad joke.
There's a dad joke.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. So, Gab,
what?
why did the Scarecrow get a promotion?
I don't know.
Because he was outstanding in his field.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. Have a great night.
Good night.
Say good night.
Good night.